Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead in name and in nature, and welcome to Train Sim World. So, welcome to Train Sim World. So this is a new game to me. It only came out this week. It's been out for a few days, and I ummed and ahed about buying it. It's very different to everything I've ever played before. But yeah, I saw it a few weeks ago that it was coming out to console, and thought, you know what, that looks interesting. So I started watching a few of the dev videos on it, a few other people from PC, and when it came out, I watched a few videos on console and thought, you know what, it's something a bit different. It looks interesting. It looks quite fun. So I thought I'd give it a go. So here we are. This was supposed to be a first look. I've never played this before, but I started recording it from the main screen, and although it didn't tell me it wasn't recording, it didn't record, and I played through the first tutorial scenario without knowing it wasn't recording, and then found I had nothing to show for it. So I've created myself a profile. Clearly, Not Yet Dead, that's me. I look nothing like that, but there you go. And as you can see, I've already done a bit of stuff, but no problem. We will carry on and see if I can do it again. So luckily it also means you missed me going through all the settings and stuff, which took me a bit of doing. But yeah, so Rapid Transit, which is a German train line, the Great Western Express, which is in the UK at Paddington Station, and the NEC line in New York. So we'll stick with, I'm going to do it again because I wanted this to be this start the game, show you a little bit, but I don't want to I don't want to show you everything. I just thought we'd start with some stuff. So let's run this one again, because frankly it's complex enough that I'm quite happy to do it again. There's an awful lot of stuff to remember, so it will serve me well, I think, to have another go. It's quite fun. So yeah, so I've never really played this sort of thing before. I just thought it'd be quite fun to put it in and play it and show you guys, this is me learning the game. I've no idea how long this video is going to be. We'll just see where we get to and take it from there. Okay, so it takes a little while to load, but it looks like it's still working on it. I've got an update. Ooh, Talent 2 introduction. Here we go. I've got an update running in the background as well.
Talent 2 articulated electric multiple units built by Bombardier Transportation. This is a 3-car variant delivered to the S-Bahn Mitteldeutschland network in 2013. During this brief introduction, we will cover how to start up the unit for operation, get moving, and then how to bring the unit to a stop. To start with, climb aboard via the cab door and sit in the driver's seat.
I just thought I'd shut up while he did that, so that you could hear what he was saying. So this is interesting. So it's built by Bombardier, so it's a German train built by a British company. Wow, actually something to be proud of. Amazing. It looks cool. It's a great looking train. S for S-Bahn, so this is a sort of local train line in Germany, but the graphics just look fantastic. They really do. There's been some complaints about the draw distances, but they're not bad. I mean, right, detail-wise, yeah, it gets lost pretty quickly. But I mean, one thing I noticed the other day, if you look at the detail down here in this gravel and the sleepers and everything, it just looks amazing. And the detail and the finishing on the train is just fantastic. Mitteldeutschland. Cool. Will it allow me to get in? Oh, it will. Anyway, let's carry on. I'm now exploring because I've done this before. So open the door, climb up the steps. Climbing aboard, you'll need to open the door, then climb up the steps. I did this. Then you need to shut the door. Sit in the seat, press the triangle button, sit in any available seat. So you can sit in the seat, which bizarrely enough it tells you to do before it then tells you to get up, because I thought I did that wrong last time. Overhead catenary via a pantograph. To power on the initial system's primary auxiliary battery. Okay. Batterie aus ein. Ein for on, so to the left. Hold it in the on position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done.
Available, use the master key to unlock the control desk and turn on the
Turn on the
multifunction
master
display.
key. Okay, so we'll sit down in the seat. That's cool. Right. Master switch on. So we get this. Oh, cool. Uncouple remote. I don't know what that means. Switch off. Uncouple local. I don't know what that is. Anyway, master switched on. Confirm the train configuration by pressing E on the MFD. Okay.
Now activate the pantograph.
Press the pantograph toggle switch.
Up and make contact with the overhead catenary.
Raise. Lower. Raise. Done. Set the pantograph circuit breaker to closed. Assuming that's that. Animation's amazing. The level of detail is just astounding. Hold down the right button to access the headlight options. Now I tried this. Oh, it's not actually letting me do it. Oh, it is. Oh, cool. So you can do it that way, but I'm not going to do it that way. We can do it with the button, because that's just more fun. Dip to beam, he said, right? Dip to beam, yeah.
Set the reverser to forward.
You can also push the left stick up to increase the reverser. Oh, right, okay. Oh, sorry. Turn the reverser switch to forward. No, that way. Awesome.
Sound the horn.
Oh, and the stuff happening in the bottom. Okay, so we've got a forward switch. Okay. Press the horn button. Ooh, that's a horrible sound. Train brake. You can also use L1 to decrease the train brake. So let's see what happens in the little sort of HUD. Set to release position. You can move now. Indirect brake released. Finally switch off the parking brake. Goodness me. Okay. Can also use R2 button to increase throttle. Yeah, this one. Okay. 5% power. Let's go nuts. Whoa, steady. Cool.
Great work. The unit is now moving.
Of course, you're lucky that took me a lot less time than it did last time because I'm getting familiar with it. The brake. Use R1. Ooh. To decrease the throttle. Oh, cool. I think we're in the tutorial. It's only going to let me do it certain times. Full travel too far. Let's bring the train to a halt. Move the power brake handle to the brake sector. Brake. Ooh, not that much. 10% is fine. Let's not jerk our passengers around too much. It does say 700 yards to the next signal. I suppose it's the signal, not necessarily a... Now slowing down. Oh, yep, 5. There's the thing in the bottom. Sort of want to be able to zoom in a bit, but I don't think there's a way you can do that. It seems to still be saying, oi, put the brake on, despite the fact that I did and I've stopped. Okay, so I hadn't put enough on for it to be happy. Press the parking brake on. Okay.
That concludes this brief introduction to the Talon 2 articulated electric multiple unit.
Cool.
A manual is also included, which covers everything in this tutorial and more.
Oh goodness me, manual as well. That's pretty cool. Awesome. I'm liking this, but boy, it's a lot to remember. What should we do? So I don't know whether to do the next scenario, go back to the main menu. Probably worth doing the next scenario, because if I go back to the main menu and pick a different line, it'll be a different train with different controls. I'll just get really confused. But at the same time, I don't want to show you everything on every single train for all these tutorials, because, you know, kind of need to learn yourself a little bit, right? So what I might do is I'll do this next scenario, which I think is not a tutorial, it's just the first scenario of the set. So as I understand it, that from what I've seen, each train has a tutorial to show you how to use it, and then I think there's quite a number of scenarios which cover the entire line that they're all set across. So it's an interesting thing. They've real time, real scale mapped whole train lines for you to. Welcome to Markelberg Gisch. I can't even read that. The writing's not very clear. Geschwitz, at the southern end of. Oh, I missed it anyway. We're going towards Leipzig, I think. I think we're at the southern end of the railway. Oh, and actually there's a map, so we can look. Oh, that's cool. So here we are, at the southern end of the map. Wow, look at that. Goodness me. And this is the amazing thing about this, the level of all the points, the level of detail, some of the points you can. So if I read it right, from what I see in the videos, the red ones are automatic or something, but some of the points you can change manually. It's just astounding. You can see whether the other trains on the map, all the sidings, it's basically like having your own virtual model railway, which is pretty cool for someone who hasn't got the space or really the money to get a massive model railway set. So a mate of mine's got a model railway set and it's huge, and it's great, but goodness me, I know my son would love one. But I thought for now this would do us, and actually I think this will do us. Goodness me, it's huge. Anyway, sorry. Oh, hello, beg your pardon. Oh, Peoples. Hello, Peoples. On platform 7. So yeah, so let's get in the train. Sit in the driver's seat. Is it going to make me get up again in a minute and lift it? Oh, unlock the doors. Okay. How do I do that then? Oh, right. Okay. Awesome. Oh, loading passengers. So yeah, so this is now we're you know, we can actually get up. We could even open the door. Sorry. Watch the passengers getting on the train. Haha, cool. Hello, passengers. Climb up the steps. Okay, I'm sure you have to be quite accurate with that. Good. Can have a look down here. Passengers are in. Still loading, but that's fine. So yeah, so I think that's the thing. So it's sort of scenario based. This kind of, you know, you've got objectives, stuff to do, bit of guidance, etc. But also, what's this? Oh, a little microphone thing. Talk to the passengers. A couple of books in case you get bored or something. All these controls here. Oh wow. Oh my goodness me. I've no idea what any of these mean, but wow, how cool is that? Boarding complete. Oh, train doors. How do I do that? Right, okay. Oh. Okay. Pressed. Okay. Stop at next location. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Right, so let's make sure pantograph is raised. Let's make sure circuit breaker's closed. Oh god, and I've got to remember all this stuff. You're joking. Let's release the handbrake. Put the lights on like we did a minute ago. Actually, it was already on dimmed beam. I think it's pretty much ready, to be fair. Don't need sander. Oh, this is cool. Cabin lights, are they on? Oh yes, they are. Okay. Passenger lights on, off. Sorry, passengers. That's funny. Hilarious. We're going to go forwards. I think that kind of makes sense. What's this one here? Indirect brake release. Okay, so that looks all good. So I think, touch wood, we just need to go. And we are moving. Right, have we got... So we're supposed to be at Markelberg Grossstatsen at 3:33. Oh, crikey, in 2 minutes' time. Alrighty, late already. I've no idea what the line speed is, so that'll be interesting. And we've got a red signal. Must mean we need to brake, right? Actually no, it says the next one's green. Oh, let's go for it then. "30 yards, next green signal." Whoa, now we're moving. Crikey Moses. Oh, okay, so the little red... I don't know what those little... Oh, 37 miles an hour. We're breaking the speed limit. Oh, sugar. Oh no, now it's 75. Okay, fine. Or is that... No, it's not 75 yet. Hang on. We'll slow down a little bit, because we're about to get... Okay, now I understand. Right, so they're the speed markers. So now we can go up to 75. Probably won't go to max power. But we do need to try and make up a bit of time, because we're already running late. But that's all cool, because we probably want to start thinking about slowing down, because in 500 yards we'll be at the next station. This is fun. Oh, goodness. I like the fact it's got markers telling you that you're over the speed limit. That would have been useful to understand first, but that's cool. Gotta slow down. Gotta slow down. Slow down. Stop. You missed it. Whoa. Overshot. Overshot. Big overshot. Sugar. I did read somewhere something about... That was a disaster. That's hilarious. I did read somewhere that actually the trickiest thing to learn about this is that but the fun thing is we can figure it out. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go backwards. You know, I might come back and do this again. Anyway, but yeah, so we'll go backwards. Take it steady. Because, you know, time's just not important. The important thing is to get the passengers to the station, quite frankly. So, we've still got 190 yards to go. We'll throttle up a little bit more, just briefly. A little bit, not crazy. Quite surprised that the speed is still 80 here. It just makes me a bit surprised. But God, I can't believe we overshot it by 150 yards. That's mad. Okay, slowing down a little bit more. We're gonna make it this time. Yay! Right, so I'm going to put that to 0 for a sec. Actually, probably the best leave the brakes on. Unlock the doors. Open, close passenger doors left. Woohoo! Awesome. That's fun. Sorry, passengers. I'll get it right next time, I promise. Oh. What, all that? Nobody's getting off? Oh well, fair enough. Climb up the stairs. Close the door. Thank you very much. This is hilarious. Right. Awesome. Indirect brake. I don't know what that means. Ooh, lock doors. Right, okay, that's this button here. Wait for the little bell. Doors have shut. Let's go. Oh, hang on. Not yet. First thing, let's go forwards. Let's go. Let's ramp it up a little bit, because boy, we're running late. We should be there by now, but it is only, I can't read that, goodness me. Let's see, 0.8 miles. We need a bigger TV. Okay, 0.8 miles. Cool, let's do it. This is awesome. Getting there, still speeding up. Could go a bit faster. Let's ramp it up. But we'll try not to overshoot. I'm going to overshoot, let's face it. I mean, that, you know, it's just going to happen, isn't it, really? Let's face it. Try it with the, will it let me use the L2 and R2 buttons now, maybe? Maybe that's it. What do you reckon? 0.6 miles, 1,000 yards. 900 yards. Reduce the power a bit. That's interesting. No, maybe power up. Okay, so this is a slightly more intuitive way, using the R1 and R2 buttons. That's quite cool. 400 yards, 300 yards. What we're doing? 43 miles an hour. Okay, so probably worth slowing down. 5% brake, 10% brake, oh, 14% brake, beg your pardon. 150, 130, still doing 40 miles an hour. Goodness me, need to slow down a lot more. Oh, hang on, that was just the next marker. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, okay. Here we go then, 400 yards, 300 yards. That's alright, actually we're okay. So we're still braking, slightly confusing. We're going to be late, but at least we're not going to overshoot this time, you know. Ooh, can I get this one right? Oh, check that out. 19, 17, 16, 15. I'm going to put the brakes all the way on. We're going to lock the doors. What's that one there? That's cool. Oh, I'm loving this. Gonna have out my seat a minute. Yep, passengers getting off. That's cool. Alright. Sit back down. Be ready. Can't sit still for a minute here. This is good fun. I actually really like this. I was really unsure that it's you know, because it's a real simulator, there's loads of buttons and complicated things, but actually once you get going, lock doors, you do need to pay attention a bit though. Oh, sorry, not the horn, beg your pardon. Markelberg Nord, Markelberg Nord, I don't know. 40 seconds ago, so let's hit it a bit. Take the brake off. Right, let's go. Hit the power. Max power. 0.6 miles to go. So that. Okay, now I'm understanding. So that 500 yards is the next signal, which is green. So that's all cool. Line speed is still, is that 75? That little red marker on the right hand side on the dash. Slight incline downhill. 0.2%. Right, only 700 yards, so probably want to throttle back a touch. .500 yards, 50 miles an hour. Right, can definitely throttle back. Let's go to neutral, so we're just coasting. By the brake, coming in a bit hot, coming in hot, 55% brake, 69% brake, sorry passengers. Emergency brake. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm going to overshoot. I've overshot it again. Oh, but apparently with sufficient doors available that the passengers can still get off. So it could have been worse. Oh, sorry. It's a bit rude. put that to naught. While the passengers are sorting themselves out. I've no idea how far we're going along this line. Next stop's in 891 yards. I mean, I guess it's got to get to the point where that's a little... Right, 50 mile an hour line speed limit. Probably get to the point where it's a little bit repetitive. But then it's clearly going to take me a while to get used to speed, brake, and all that sort of stuff. Right, doors, lock, stop at location, Leipzig, Konnewitz. So I'm going to use the R2 just because it seems a little more intuitive. A bit more power. I don't want to go crazy. Oh, actually no. So that 50 mile an hour line speed limit is 2.3 miles away, so that's quite advanced information, so that's quite cool. Oh yeah, and it's the distance to... So the next signal is green, 250 yards. The next stop is in a mile. We're already 1.5 minutes late. Never mind. But actually the line speed change to 50 miles an hour is only in... We're in Germany, I should have set it to kilometres. Anyway, is only... It's 2 miles away, so we're way off that yet. So I'm going to throttle back a little bit. So we're not going crazy because we're doing 60. We've got to stop in half a mile. So if I get it so it's cruising a bit, not increasing speed. So 24% roughly keep us going. Right, it's 600, 500, so I'm going to throttle back. Brake. Stop braking. A bit more gentle this time, please, Mr. Driver. I love the sounds. They're just brilliant, aren't they? Bit more. Bit more. But now with max brake, not emergency brake, which is a bit of a bonus. Oh, there you go. The update's ready. You really wanted to know that, didn't you? Oh, that's awesome. We managed it in reasonable time. How are we doing? 3:43. I can't remember what time we were supposed to be there. I've no idea how far this is, to be honest. I may not end up showing all of this. Maybe I'll skip the bit where I overshot by about a couple hundred yards. Brightness released. What's that? I don't know what that does. Ooh. I don't know what these buttons do. Right, passengers are loaded. Lock doors. Leipzig station. Aha, yeah, alright, 3:45. Uh-huh. Let's go. Not too crazy to start off with, you know. Not trying to jerk my passengers around, but I am trying to help us catch up a little time. Now there is a... How do you do it? Yeah, external cameras. I don't know. Oh, I mean, how cool is that? Oh, that one. Oh, no. Probably want to be inside here, don't I? Yeah. Stop messing about. Right, I've just still got a mile to go. You do sort of have to press and hold that. Alright, we've got that 50 mile an hour speed limit thing coming up actually, before our next stop. So in half a mile I need to be doing 55 miles an hour, so definitely worth throttling back. I hadn't realised it wasn't working because I've got that thing up. Definitely worth throttling back. Hello. 60, 160. Got to be down at 1500 yards. There we go, lovely. Done, let's do it. Oh no, sorry, that was another one. Goodness me, it's complicated. But we're now at 50. Oh, and that put me off. My video, I ran out of video time. That put me off completely. We've overshot again. Emergency brake, emergency brake. That was hilarious. Reverse, reverse. Gonna back up a little bit. How far we got back? 124 yards. There. Why are we not going backwards? I've no brakes on, right? That's weird. Something very strange. Reverse is in reverse, so that's fine. Okay, so reverse is in reverse. There's no brakes on. We've stopped. I don't know what that means. Something's gone wrong. But why? Weird. I've no power. Ah, strange. I managed to close the circuit breaker. Is that why? No. Okay. Master switch is on. Reverse is set to neutral. What's going on? Why have I... The indirect brake is released, so that's all good. Not that I really know what that means, I'll be fair. I don't know what that does, by the way, but just thought I'd try it. So one of these, handbrake release. Released. Handbrake apply. Handbrake released. Can't go anywhere. Something weird happened. Okay, I'm stuck. I can't make it go backwards. So what if I throttle all the way back to 0? Oh, hang on. Right, reverse. Oh, that was weird. Are we moving? We are now. 120 yards. That was weird. So, okay. I'm going to concentrate a minute. And then we will brake. How are we doing for time? Oh dear. 4.5 minutes late, and I was starting to do so well. Yeah, that really threw me. So I ran out of time. My video stopped. Oh. Okay, so that's left doors, so that's obviously right doors then. That's just closed doors. Don't know what that does. I've opened them, didn't I? Oh, come on. Do me a favour. I'm getting the beeping sound. Sounds like it should be. Is it because... No, shouldn't be. Why can I not... Open, close, passenger doors. It won't open the doors. Just says load passengers. Oh, well, that was weird. Ah, because it was on the right. Oh, but because I'm here and I thought it was on the left still. Anyway, sorry. Goodness me, I'm getting all this wrong now. Anyway, yeah, it really threw me because the video, it stopped recording, and yeah, that just totally messed me up. And then, so there's this thing, if you press the right stick, you get this little thing comes up that is supposed to be sort of like a mouse controller, and I hadn't realised that was still on, and that's when none of the buttons are working. Anyway, carrying on. Lock the doors. Good, so we're only leaving 4 minutes after we need to be in the next station. So let's put the pedal to the metal. And I'll try not to mess up anymore. Right, what's the line speed still? 50, so we don't want to go crazy here. Like 10%, 20% power, what's enough to keep us moving along at a nice jiggly pace rather. A little bit more. Okay, speeding up. Let's slow down. Don't want to break the track speed. There we go. Right, throttle back a little bit. Still speeding up for some reason. Not sure why that would be. Whoa, and I've overshot it. God, there's a lot to think about. I've overshot again. This is madness. Wow, this is crazy. Seriously. There's so much to think about. It's fun though. I mean, I'm messing this up, and I do sound like I'm getting a bit frustrated, but I tell you what, this is really good fun. And actually, the focus and attention that you need is way more than I expected it to be. Now again though, we're not moving backwards, so I've set this reverser to reverse, so there's something weird going on. Oh, they probably said this bloke's rubbish. But it just isn't. You see, I've no power. My amps is at 0. So there's something weird going on that I'm not sure about. And I don't know why it keeps happening. But I don't seem to be able to do anything. Reverser to reverse. Apply a bit of... It's making sound. Oh, that's a bit weird. So I had to click and then unclick again. How much power are we at? Okay. Yeah, so perhaps I didn't have that mouse thing on, but by switching on, switching it off, seemed to clear whatever the problem was. All a bit weird. Sorry chaps, now we're like 7.5 minutes late because the train keeps having problems. It's a weird train. That's what I'm going to blame it on. It's just weird. We're over the platform yet? No, not yet. Which side is the platform on? I think it's on the left. So left doors this time, because that caught me last time. Okay, so this is fun. So I'm yeah, figuring stuff out. It's all a bit tricky. So let's put the reverser into forward so we know. But I'm figuring it out. I'm feeling okay about this. I'm going to put the lights on a bit higher because we're in a big dark tunnel. So why the heck not? I'll try and dim them when I come out. Let's have that ready to go. Passengers are nearly loaded, ready to shut the doors. Lock doors. Well, I don't know why I was staring at that thinking, when's it going to tell me to lock doors? And it was already telling me. And then we are good to go. So let's go. Line speed still 50, so we don't want to go crazy. Only 785 yards to the next station. Oh, but it looks good with the main beam on. Tell you what, graphics, details, just amazing. Only got to go 700 yards, so we don't want to go nuts. Not to mention the fact that we've still got a 50 mile an hour line speed, so don't want to go crazy. 400, 150, 400, 300. Okay, let's start braking a little bit. I'll try not to overshoot again. Right, brake. The interesting thing is, if you spent any time travelling on trains, as I have considerable amounts, I'm afraid to say, you can almost do this based entirely on what does it sound like. It's interesting that, especially because it's inside. You're supposed to be able to, there we go. Not sure how, oh here you go. Thought maybe we could, how do you, oh weird. Oh okay. Oh cool. Nice. Cool. Lock the doors. Stop messing. Ready to go. Can't take the brake off. I could have done while I was sat waiting, to be honest. And we're good to go. Still running very, very much behind schedule, but let's boom it up a little bit. Yeah, I thought we looked like that's interesting. I thought it looked like we were going to start going down the slope a little bit. That's quite cool. 1.5%, 2%, start slowing down because we're about 50 mile an hour line speed and only 400 yards. So. It's interesting that now, so I'm starting to listen as we approach. Want to be starting to brake as we approach the station. Oh, and these stations are fantastic, aren't they? Ready to open the doors. Awesome. Right, well, I'm not going to show you, I'm going to make you sit with me all the way into the middle of Leipzig, so I think that'll do for this first go. It was a bit of a disaster, but it was quite amusing in places. I hope you've enjoyed having a quick look at this. I'll do some more of these, because actually I'm really enjoying this game. And I think they'll take a lot less editing than the Farmer game, because you're only doing one thing at a time. But yeah, so thank you very much for riding a train with me in Germany. Sorry, I'm going to lock the doors, because, you know, passengers need to be on time. Take the brake off. Could have done that while I was talking. Can't multitask, you see. Need to learn multitasking clearly for this game. And yeah, I did say I hope you've enjoyed this. There'll be more of these coming, I feel sure, as well as more farming. So yeah, please do subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a like if you enjoyed me making a complete hash of driving a train. And I hope to welcome you back either here, unusually, either here or on one of my farming maps very soon. And I'll see you then. Bye bye for now.